Hello, this is Mary Prenz. Please remember, hypnosis should never be used while driving or using machinery or used by someone with a seizure disorder or hallucinations. It is not meant to be a replacement for any medical or psychological treatment. This audio will produce best results while sitting in a chair or lying down and with earphones. This audio does not have a wake up at the end, so it is intended only for use just before sleeping. Allow your eyes to close and now focus on your breathing, which should be deep and regular. With each exhaling, just breathe out any aches or pains or tension that could be stored in your body. With each inhaling breath, breathe in the peaceful energy that surrounds you and relax even more deeply. Take 5 deep, relaxing breaths right now, and I will wait for you. Visualize or imagine or feel all of your muscles completely relaxing. Relax the muscles of your forehead, your face, and your jaw, leaving a slight space between your teeth. Relax the muscles of your neck and shoulders. A lot of tension could be stored in these areas. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Relax your back muscles. And just allow the muscles of your stomach to relax completely so that your breathing stays nice and deep and even. And with each gentle breath you take, allow yourself to become more and more deeply relaxed. Now just allow yourself to imagine a beautiful light emanating from the highest source in the universe. The brightest, highest, most pure light from the most beautiful and peaceful place. You know where this place is, and you can draw this light to you. You can feel yourself being drawn into the light as well. This light stands for everything that's good in life and beyond, such as unconditional love, peace, serenity, tranquility, and pure relaxation. Experiencing this wonderful light is your birthright, as you are from this place. Now you may safely unite with this wonderful, bright light. Just allow this light to flow through every part of your being. As it flows through you from head to toe, just allow it to completely relax every muscle and nerve in your body. As it begins to flow through your forehead, just feel that area simply relax. It automatically flows through your facial muscles and continues to flow down over your temples and through the front of your neck, at the same time down the back of your head and neck. Visualize, imagine, or feel the light which relaxes and heals every muscle, nerve, and cell of your body, spreading into your shoulders and down both arms, all the way to your hands and your fingers. See or feel or imagine the light flowing into your upper back and chest and into your heart, which pumps the light through every blood vessel of your body, into your lungs, glowing beautifully, Your mind may wander or drift, or it may become drowsy and foggy. Whatever happens is completely natural. You'll still hear the relaxing sound of my voice, which is soon to become a comfortable feeling in the background. My words will soon blend into one another and flow into your mind naturally, so you'll be free from having to listen to the words, as the subconscious will recognize what they mean anyway. Imagine that your mind is like a big whirlpool full of thoughts that have been swirling around, and now you can pull the plug and let those thoughts just drift and drain away. The muscles of your upper back are completely relaxed, and now the light is spreading into your spinal cord, from your brain to the tip of your spine, flowing along your entire nervous system to reach every muscle and cell of your body. And you are deeply calm and relaxed. You are feeling a deep tranquility, a marvelous sense of peace. Now, imagine and feel the light spreading into your abdomen as it flows through the center of your being. Notice that the light within you grows brighter and brighter as it flows into your hips, into your legs, and all the way to your feet and your toes, so that your entire body is filled, bathed with the wonderful, bright light. You and the light are one now, flowing within the same higher frequency. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. And with each number, you will feel more and more peaceful and calm, and the level of your relaxed state will deepen and deepen until by the time I reach 1, you will be in a very deep state. Your mind freed up beyond the limits of normal space and time, and you are able to remember everything. 10, 9, 8, going deeper and deeper. 7, 6, feeling more calm and relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, nearly there. 1. You are in a deep, relaxed state. But if you feel any discomfort now or later, remember that you are in complete control. We all make the best choices we can at the time. Sometimes it seems our choices are not in our best interest, but they always are, because they are situations that we create on a soul or subconscious level that we are sometimes not aware of, in order for us to learn whatever it is we came here to learn. And learning always means growth, always. We grow in the choices we make. We grow to find out who we are, not just as a body, but as spirit, as an extension of our source. And source is incapable of making mistakes. Source only recognizes goodness. In life, when something so dreadful happens that life becomes difficult to live, it can be one of the greatest blessings, because then we have the opportunity to awaken to the fact that whatever is thought about the world before doesn't work, and that nothing will change your past memories until you are willing to change from within in a radical way. Then you understand that this is how you grow. Right now, gently squeeze your fingers into the palms of your hands, and you will remember this. In the afterlife, there is no need for forgiveness. guilt, and blame are seen as unrealistic, for all have learned to love and accept others in place of condemnation. We come together in life, and yes, even in war, to teach each other to be guiltless and shameless without condemnation to self or others, no matter what the scenario, what roles we played or how it seemed, who you hurt, who hurt you. Our souls grow whether we realize it or not. Think about this for a moment and then remember it always. Most believe we are guided by something. Take a moment and choose who this guiding presence is. God, angels, masters or teachers, your higher self, or your own wisdom, which resides in your own subconscious in the form of your own knowingness or truth. Choose this guide now, and I will wait for you. As you continue down the beautiful path of life, your guiding presence reminds you to listen. And you can listen with your intuition, and you begin remembering. When you remember that we are all really one, and that if we condemn others, we condemn ourselves, and if we condemn ourselves, we condemn others, then we remember that the law is not to condemn, but to accept each other. Whatever you find difficult to accept, forgive. And now you know that whatever happens to the one, happens to the all. You will remember this. You can take this time now to breathe in and out and think about this while you squeeze your fingers into the palms of your hands, and remember this always. Sometimes we even take actions that seem to be mistakes. And as we play out various roles in our lives, and as we look around, we watch others make what appear to be errors. And as horrifying as these things may seem, what sometimes groups of people think are mistakes are really choices we make on a subconscious soul level in order to grow and to evolve. Even what we see as bad or ugly can be used for learning and growing. And some of us get caught up in bad or painful, horrifying things and forget that some of these actions may be designed by us on a level we are not consciously aware of in order to grow and to desire better things. And that is what war really is, a battleground for learning and growing. War is unnatural, and most involved become who they are not. But it need be only for a while. In the present, you can be who you really are in all your perfection. You are a grand, cosmic, powerful being. You are learning that you can create your reality with your thoughts by staying in the now at all times. You can create whatever you desire. There is nothing to fear because you know your thoughts can create inner peace. You are connected to all of life, both here and beyond. You continue to walk down the beautiful, sweet-smelling path. Your guidance, never leaving your side, continues to speak to you, deep in your thoughts, in your gut, and now you listen. And you can't plan for the past or for a dream because they are not really in this reality. Only the present reality is, and it is the pivotal point from where you decide all things. It is where you are aware. War, with all of its horrors and all the roles people play, cannot exist in the present. Both cannot exist at the same time, and so you must choose the now. Right now, and any time you are feeling bad, close your hands, fingers touching your palms, and you will remember this. Your loving presence continues to whisper the wisdom of the heavens, and in your heart you hear it say, yes, and even loud noises now can serve to relax you more into the present. Sounds, smells, and sights, and things that you touch or taste that used to remind you of war can now bring you into the tranquility of the present and can be used to soothe and relax you even more, untainted with war and with the hope for the future. Why? Because the present is all that is. And then instead of flashbacks, you can have flash forwards as you redefine the sounds, smells, sights, and tastes, and things you touch more rationally and realistically, so that every time you hear, smell, or see something that used to remind you of war, you can relax into the present, where you can exist without fear or condemnation for self or others. How fortunate you are now that you realize this. You take a while and think about this. Arm in arm, your guiding presence continues to teach wisdom, and now you listen, and you notice the beauty of nature all around you, and you continue following the beautiful, fresh, smelling path of your life. And now that you know the truth, you can enjoy the present, because it is all that is, and now you are sure of that. You were never destroyed, and the core of who you really are still exists. No one was destroyed. Now isn't that wonderful that you finally remember who you are? And what is it they say about truth? The truth will set you free. And now you know the truth. Now you know that you are a hero for waking up from a nightmare that is no more. You are a powerful being for living and surviving a war that has no place in the present. And you're a hero for understanding this, as are all of those who have crossed over, heroes for knowing the truth. And those who have survived or are disabled or died there, praise you for letting go of any condemnation to them or to yourself, as this truth sets them free. And this is the meaning of survival. And as you realize this now, you know you can never forget this. And you remember that you are never, ever alone. You are always with your guiding presence. This presence exists infinitely and whispers to you. Imagine when you were a child and you floated on a rubber tube or raft, and you could feel the safety of floating in the water, just moving with the water and feeling the warm sun on your chest or back, just floating, not fighting the movement of the water, just gently bobbing and moving with it, feeling safe. Now imagine the soft, fluffy clouds floating in the sky, moving slightly with the breath of the wind, not fighting the wind, just moving with it gently. Imagine the birds in the air, floating and gently being taken with the soft movement of the air, soaring and floating in the sky, not fighting the gentle air movement, just floating and soaring with it, having a grand time. Now imagine the beginning of an anxious feeling in your body and feel yourself floating through it, not fighting it, just floating through it. No more trying to make it go away, thinking frightening thoughts about it, just floating with it, gently, continuing with whatever you are doing, not missing a beat, just floating. The best thing about the notion of floating is that it avoids two common misunderstandings about overcoming anxiety. The first one is the idea that you have to struggle against anxiety, fight it, and overcome it. And the second, related to the first, is that you have to arm yourself with all kinds of techniques and objects in order to enter the fray and confront anxiety. In reality, you'll make much better progress when you let yourself float through the anxiety, not striving to overcome anything, not struggling to employ techniques, but simply allowing the sensations in your body to pass over time, floating through it. The best kind of help is the floating kind. It's help that assists you to rediscover your own natural abilities to cope with whatever comes, rather than arming yourself against possible bad things. Floating is just letting go, not attempting to control physical anxiety, because now you know that the more you try to control it, the worse it gets. That is the secret cure for panic, letting go of what you thought you could control. The more you stop thinking thoughts about control or fear, the less panic attacks can happen at all. And that is the rule. Did you ever imagine it to be so easy? But it is. Float. Let the waters and the winds of panic go through you. Feel the buoyancy. Just float. You are fine. You are fine. Now picture a fire in a fireplace, blazing and warming up the room you are relaxing in. The room gets so warm you become somewhat uncomfortable. But then you watch as the logs burn one after another, burning into ashes because you stop adding any logs. And as the last piece of wood burns, you realize the fire is going out. It is losing its fuel until it burns down into nothing and the fire quits. The room becomes a comfortable, cool. You can relax here and just feel good about yourself. Don't you see? You are like a fireplace, and anxiety is the heat from the fire. The logs are your thoughts. Now let me tell you that if you take away the logs of these horrendous, worrisome thoughts, the fire of anxiety and panic goes out because it has no more fuel. You replace that fuel with thoughts like, I don't need to control things outside myself. I don't need to be perfect. I am capable of doing my best. I will do my best. I do better when I do my best. And now you are fueling peace. No more logs, no more fire, no more worry, and no more anxiety. And now squeeze your fingers gently into the palms of your hands, and you will remember this whenever you need to. You will realize this calmness even in your dreams, and so now you look forward to your dreams. And you can begin any dreams you fear in your thoughts. Start the pictures rolling just before you fall asleep and change the dream. For instance, by having your loving guide come back and pluck you out of the scene. And as you float away, you send love, forgiveness, and acceptance to all those who remain in that scenario. Or here's another way to do it. Just lie there and dream your dream before you go to sleep, changing the nightmare into just a dream. For instance, select a recurring nightmare and begin the film rolling. And just before you get to the nightmare part, change the dream into something else, something better, like having a helicopter come and snatch you and your buddies out of the scenario and take you to a day of R&R somewhere else. Picture yourself with a cool drink in your hand, having a good laugh with your buddies, or grow wings and just fly away. Or if you desire, disappear from the scene and return home with your loved ones. Be creative, because once you have the dream, you no longer need to worry about having it while you sleep, because you have already dreamed the dream. You are free to dream about something else. You cannot have the nightmare. You have already orchestrated it, and you did it your own way. No more worries about nightmares. Now, wasn't that simple? Do it every night, because you are taking back your control. No more nightmares. They are over. You have redesigned your dreams. Do this over and over again, night after night, and squeeze your fingers gently into the palms of your hands whenever you need to remember this. You sleep through the night. You are able to concentrate better. You no longer need to avoid any activities or places because they no longer bring you back to the past. It has faded out of existence. You are interested in life, and you can love and care for others without fear because now you are free. You are not alone. Life is ahead for you, and you can do anything you want. And now you know what an exquisite landscape your life is and how guided on your path you are. For now you have learned to listen, especially when you softly squeeze your fingers into the palms of your hands now or any time you might feel threatened in the future. Go ahead and do this now, and you yourself can remember everything your inner guidance has just told you. And now be mindful and stay in the present. Any thoughts that come into your mind that are not in the present, gently bring yourself back to the now. Breathe slowly and think about your breathing. Pay attention to how your body feels as you breathe in and out very slowly. Practice this now, and I will wait for you. There now, life can be a banquet, and you are at the banquet table. And now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on 5 you will be awake, alert, and feeling better than ever, and you will remember everything. 1, 2, feeling the room around you. 3, becoming more alert. 4, 5. You're alert and awake and you feel better than ever, and you will remember everything.